Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I do appreciate you guys for being here today. It's gonna be a wild one today. All right, this is Dr. Umar. All right, so if you're new here to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate it if you can. Okay, so it's about to be a wild one. We have Dr. Umar Johnson's alleged daughter who has come out to talk, let it be known what is really going on behind closed doors. And, I want to see in the comment section your thoughts on this after this video. So let's get into it.
So I just wanted to come on here with a small, short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts.
All right, so before I let her get into it, so far we have a young lady here, 22 years old, very young. She is a baby, okay? And, she hasn't had her father in her life, Dr. Umar. Now, if everybody who doesn't know yet, Dr. Umar Johnson is one of the pillars of the Pan-Africanist movement. He's one of the pillars in the Black community that is known for uplifting Black women and things of that nature. So to sit here and have his daughter talk about how this man has not been present in her life, that's a huge, huge, huge red flag, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big red flag here. He's always talking about, what did he say? Always Black queens, snow bunnies never, if that's the saying. And so far, this is not looking too good on his part. But then again, I also have other issues with Dr. Umar that I will talk about in a second. But as you may already know, Dr. Umar is a big advocate for the queens, Black queens, loving Black queens, marrying Black queens, only being with Black queens. And then you have a daughter who you don't even talk to. Let's see how far this goes. Let's keep going.
Okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how Black kings need to be with Black women, but you're not even in your Black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for
Wow.
your daughter ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to
Now that's crazy. Now you tried to reach out to him and he completely ignores you. Now, again, we're not getting too much context into it. I don't know if this is because the mother maybe was a part of this or as a reason why. I mean, we already know that when it comes down to the Black community, we have a lot of issues when it comes down to, fathers not being in the home. And there's always two reasons as to why. It could either be because the dad didn't want to be present at all, and that was his choice, or because the mother didn't want the father to be in his life. And we already know about that situation as well. Let's get into it. However, when it comes down to this young lady, if she's tried to reach out to him and there was no other way, I can understand why she had to come to social media, because now you do have to say something at this point. Now, if she's coming to social media and she actually didn't, talk to him first, that says a lot. That means she might actually be here for the clout. But if she really did try to reach out to Dr. Umar and he didn't do anything, and she was basically forced to come to social media to try to get your attention, Again, that looks bad on you, Dr. Umar, but let's keep it going. And apparently there's receipts too, so let's see about that towards the end.
I guess somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know who you are. Why do I have siblings out there that I don't know about? It just it's unfair, and you know, deadbeat fathers is very common nowadays, especially in the black community, right? We all know
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Umar reps the black community or whatever, but you can't rep that if you're not even in your daughter's life. You moving backwards. You're moving backwards. It's not making sense. To the public, you look like this person, but in private, you a whole nother person. And I'm not bashing you. I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old and you have yet to be in my life.
Mm.
No graduations, no parties. When I get married, are you going to be at the wedding? Are you going to walk me down the aisle? Yo, I have a stepdad who has been in my life since a little girl. He has been in my life. And I thank God for him because my biological father couldn't even do that, y'all. My biological father is not even on my birth certificate because when my mom had me, he left. And I do have a DNA test. So, yes,
Whoa. Okay. Okay. This is new. Okay, that's new. That's new. He didn't even sign on to the birth certificate. So that means that if this is true, and this is Dr. Umar's biological daughter, that means this man walked out before she was even, I mean, like as soon as I out the womb, you was gone. Like that's dark, man. And again, this is somebody who advocates for loving black queens, being the black queen's life. Now, I have my thoughts on that, and I'm going to share that towards the end. In regards to that, the Pan Africanist movement, with those who are a part of it, and I got something to say about that. But that this is huge, you guys. This is huge. Did you hear what she said? His name is not on the birth certificate because he dipped, so he didn't even sign his name onto it. So that's huge.
I can prove that that's my father. I would never get on here and lie to y'all. That's kind of sick and delusional and crazy.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm just making this video because I want to find my sister. And when I reached out to him about giving me her number or if he even had it, I was ignored. So now I guess I have to take matters into my own hands.
Mm.
So if you see this video, sister, please reach out to me because if he's not going to allow us to be in contact, I'll do it myself. I just want to end this video by saying that daughters who have deadbeat fathers should not have to go through this. This is very present in the black community. And as an activist, I would not think that you would be a deadbeat because you rep the black community so much.
Right.
It
Right.
it doesn't make any sense. You cannot be a hypocrite. You can't say do A, but you're doing B. It doesn't make any sense. So y'all already heard my mission for this video. Y'all already heard why I'm making this video. So if she can reach out to me, I would love that. I would love to have a conversation with you because you are my sister on my father's side that I have never met. I don't even know your name. I don't even know how old you are. I have a sister
Mm.
on my mom's side and I'm the oldest. I'm pretty sure that my sister that's on my dad's side, I'm probably older than her. I'm supposed to be guiding her. I'm supposed to be teaching her things.
Now I see where she's coming from with this. Okay, and then this is it's a personal because I'm a second born technically, but my father, see my dad, he had a daughter before he met my mom, and so that's my older sister, right? That's our older sister. She's the oldest out of like all of us, and you know I will say like my dad wasn't perfect, and he wasn't active in her life as he should have. Okay. It wasn't until years later that he was active in her life. And they're this is so hard um for daughters to go through, to know that you grow up with a whole other man that's not your dad. My sister has a stepfather, and he's been in her life thick through and through, thick and thin, and has done everything for her. And that's his child. And then, but at the same time, even though she did have like a father in the home, and she did have a supportive father, it still hurts knowing that your biological father is not active in your life. Now, I grew up with our dad. So I was the other family kind of thing. And my sister always wanted to like and come over and get to know us more because, we're her siblings, and um for her, she only got that a few times during our childhood. We didn't even get to really grow up with each other. But I know that when we did finally connect, it wasn't until I was like around 18, and then I started to actually get to know my older sister and know the world that she lives in. And now me and her like are really close. And I absolutely love my older sister, but I would have loved to be a part of her life growing up too. So this is a rampant thing in the Black community. And again, my daddy is not perfect, but our relationships have gotten better. Don't get me wrong, but it took years for that to happen. There's still a lot of pain there. So I get where she's coming from. I understand where she's coming from. It's like, man, I have a whole other sister. I got other family members. Like, I would love to meet them because that's how I felt when I grew up living with him. I'm like, I would love to get to know my sister. I would like to hang out with my sister. And my sister's the same way. So I can understand the frustration. I can understand the pain that this girl is going through because I myself have went through it. And my older sister has definitely went through it. And she's talked about it. She's talked about it with me. She's talked about it with our dad. And our dad, he apologized for it. He said that he wants to make up for it, and he's willing to try and willing to do that. He's willing to be a part of her life more, and that's great. But it should have happened years ago. It should have happened when we were children. It shouldn't have happened when we're now grown adults and we're living our own lives. And she has a family of her own and things of that nature. That's tough to have to grow up with. So I understand why this young lady feels the way that she feels because I single-handedly have a sibling, my older sister, going through that as well. Okay, so if anybody, like I said, people in the comment section, please put in the comment section if you've experienced this or if you have a father like this, just put it in the comment section. Let it be known, like let it out, and let's recognize how to fix this situation, how to fix not having fathers like this anymore, or even mothers too, because I'm gonna call out the mothers too. Some of these mothers will also keep a father away from their child spitefully. So we got to call them out as well. But this is a rampant problem in the Black community, and we need to do better. We need to do better as a people, seriously. If we're going to talk about uplifting Black people, if we're going to talk about uplifting the Black community, let's start at the root. Let's start at our family. The family needs to be fixed and needs to be on point. And we can no longer listen to leaders like Dr. Umar, who's not even taking care of his own business at home. We need those who can truly lead through example, not the ones who just talk about it and they have that voice and they're charismatic and they're able to say it and it sound real good, but they're not actually living up to it. No more leaders like that. We need better leaders than that. I'm just saying.
Because you as the father, you're not doing that. So let me do that as an older sister. But that's the end of this video. As I stated in the beginning of this video, I'm not trying to bash this man. I'm stating facts. Facts. And in the next clip, I will show y'all the screenshot of me trying to reach out to him and he ignored me after I asked him if
so
he had my
text
sister's
message
phone
receipts.
So here you go.
All right, let's take a look at this. Dr. Umar, all right. Got a baby picture up here, looks like. Peace and Pan-Africanism. If this is, in fact, my daughter, is there a reason why you're not messaging me directly from your cell phone? This is my cloud, but my phone number is, okay, she cut it off. Text me from your phone. Okay, this is Anissa. That's the number. This is a different number. Why the different numbers? Okay, got it. And then she messaged them saying, do you have any other children? I would love to meet them. Do you have their numbers? Okay. Let's see what else. Is there anything else? Okay, so it looks like she did reach out to him. Okay, so it looks like there was no response. It was just delivered. No other response. Okay. So we got something big here. All right, this is pretty crazy so far. All right, so like I said before, if this is all very true, because I'm saying allegedly to it all, okay, because we don't know for sure. But if this is true, then we need to seriously do better. And again, Dr. Umar, we already know what his world is like, okay? He's been trying to get this school up for the last 15 years and nothing has happened, but people still pay into it, they still buy into it. You know, he's all about this you know, trying to uplift the black community, you know, black queens only, black kings only. It's got to be just about us type of ordeal. And while at the same time, you know, he's got other stuff that he's got going on that just is just so backwards. Okay. However, Dr. Umar did address the situation, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he did. Dr. Umar decided, hey, I'm going to respond to this person. I'm going to respond to my daughter. So we are going to take a look into that and see what Dr. Umar had to say about this post.
Oh, I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork. I will have my white man paperwork. When can we do the sit down? When can we do the sit down? Been paying child support since you damn near came out the womb. Deadbeat who? When can we have a sit down?
Pause. All right, this is looking bad already. So remember, she said in her last video, remember what she said? She said that his name is not even on the birth certificate because he dipped. So he's admitting that he's paid child support. All right. And a shout out to Anton Daniels for reacting to this because his reaction was absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Anton Daniels as well. He is absolutely amazing. I love his channel. But you heard what she said. His name is not on the birth certificate because he dipped before she was even born. But he's admitting that he's paying child support. Let me be clear. Let me be the one to say this. Just because you pay child support does not make you active in a child's life. It's more than just some child support, baby. If anything, and let me keep it 100 with y'all. Remember, I told y'all about my father, okay? Again, my father is not perfect, but my dad didn't have to pay child support for his other kids, for me and my other siblings, because he was in our life, okay? There are a lot of cases where you do have men, because they are active in their children's life, they don't have to pay child support. Child support comes in when you're not in the child's life at all, usually. Usually that's the case. Now, getting into the whole child support system thing, that's going to have to be a whole nother video. But if we look at here, usually in most cases, men are paying child support because they're not actually in the child's life. Majority of the time, you could say. Okay, other than the other stuff that goes through. In his situation, though, his daughter just said, again, in that last video, that his name is not even on that birth certificate. So, yeah, you might be paying child support, but were you actually active in her life? Apparently not.
Oh, child support started. You wasn't even out your mama yet. And she took me to child support. Deadbeat who? Deadbeat who? Child custody file this thick. What are we talking about? Where is Mama Smurf? Where is Mama Smurf? Can we please have a sit down? And you can fool some of the people all the time, but you can't fool the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
You don't hear that? The Prince of Pan-Africanism. Talking about fooling him and this, that, and the third. He's treating this a little like she's trying to destroy him or something, like as an op, pretty much. And Anton Daniels will actually talk about that in a second. Keep going.
Any of the time. Calling me names, using profanity, disrespectful mouth. I just want to say this to all my supporters out there, my true supporters, my true for 20 years.
Listen, bro, now that we can start to mine this out, because the same way that y'all said that she should have never took it to the internet, he should have never responded on the internet. That's number one. Number two, This dude is talking about his daughter, his biological daughter, because he's admitting that this is his biological daughter on this video that he did on the live stream. Number three, he's talking about her like she's an op. He's talking about her in the same vein, in the same way that he talk about people that he don't like on the internet. And number four, bruh, put down the goddamn phone and go and reach out to your daughter, your biological daughter. Clearly, this chick is crying out for help. See, for me, it's a little bit different if we holding the mother accountable. If the mother is on a live stream and is saying this or is trying to get clout and all of this stuff off of his name, that's one thing. But if your daughter is saying, fam, how come you never came for me? How come you never reached out to me? How come you never did this? How come you never not did that? How can you say black queens forever, snow bunnies never? How can you talk about the putting together of a black family and you think that paying child support is actually being a great father?
Right. And he put this out there himself, you guys. He put this out here himself. Dr. Umar put this out himself, y'all. Okay, so he's telling you that, hey, if at least if I pay child support, that's good enough. That is never good enough. If you're going to always uplift the black community, tell the truth. Being active in a child's life with the mother, that would make for a successful child more so. We already know the statistics of what happens when a child is raised in a single parent household. We know what happens to a majority of children. I'm not saying all children that are born in single parent households ends up in jail or dead, or end up being problems to society, detriments to society. But we're saying that a majority of them end up in those situations because they don't have a father present in the home, or a mother, or both. If you're going to uplift the black community, be an example. Show them what it would look like to have one woman to have this beautiful black queen and to be there active in your children's life. Dr. Umar is a hypocrite. I'm just going to throw that out there. And again, sometimes Dr. Umar be saying stuff that is on point. Don't get me wrong. But we can also criticize this man for making the wrong decisions and for not actually holding up his end of the bargain when it comes down to what he talks about.
Meanwhile, he has spoken about the fact that he's had 2 children, that he is not an active father in a life, and he has never said that the mothers have prevented him from being an active father in a life. And the only thing that he's done is pay child support while at the same time pandering to black women. Then y'all defending this dude?
Brothers and sisters, I want y'all to listen. My phone number has been the same for 20 years. So anybody telling you they've been trying to reach me and my phone number hasn't changed in 20 years, mind you, I speak at graduations in Philadelphia all the time.
What does that have to do with you being in your child's graduation? I'm still trying to figure out what's really going on. You're talking about that you've supposedly been in your child's life. No, I'm sorry. You've been paying child support and that was just good enough. But now you're going to pander and now you're going to tell people, well, I've been in other universities. You know, I've been to other graduations. I've been to graduations before. Okay. Yes, you've been to other graduations, but that still doesn't explain why you haven't been to your child's graduation. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. And right now, I'm really feeling it right now because it's like this is bringing up some stuff for me personally, but I'm not going to get into that. That's going to be another story. But Dr. Umar is trifling for this. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. I don't care how y'all feel about it. If you feel some type of way, you feeling froggy, put it in the comment section. But I'm calling it out for what it is. He is so trifling for this. Your daughter tried to reach out to you. All you had to do was respond. If she wants to meet her other siblings, that should be okay with you. Because again, you're all about uplifting the black family. This is the part I don't get. If you're all about uplifting the black family, why are you ignoring your daughter's request to meet her other siblings? Why is that a problem? Why is there a disconnect here? I don't get it. See, keep it going, man. Just keep going.
I'm on the street in Philadelphia all the time. I have events in Philadelphia all the time. I got family in Philadelphia everywhere. And you've been trying to find me? Stop the cap now. Can we please stop the cap,
He makes it bad for himself, bro.
brothers and sisters? Can we please stop the cap, brothers and sisters? But let me say this.
Just because you everywhere else doesn't mean you were trying to be active with her. Mind you, he's talking to her, talking about this situation as if she's the one who's supposed to be trying to reach out to him the most. You're her father. You are her father. You are supposed to be active in her life. You were supposed to be calling her and asking, hey, how you doing, baby? Did you finish your homework this week? How's school going? What's going on with you? Okay, I'm going to meet with your mama to handle this business so that way we can, co-parenting can work. Okay, I know people in my life that co-parent and they do excellent. They're excellent with it. They're not in a relationship anymore, but the kids still know that both of their parents are active in their lives. Dr. Umar, you are making up excuses for why you have not been to see your child. And it's not looking good on your part.
The quickest way for you to get blocked or put on the FDMG Book of Negro list. The quickest way for you to get blocked or get put on the FDMG Book of Negro list. Shout out to my Stockholm, Sweden Africans. I'm so happy to be in Stockholm, Sweden. Pull up Saturday. It's going down. Ghanaian independence. King Kong consciousness. But let me say this. Let me say this. If you mind my personal business, I don't care who you are, I strongly recommend you mind your business, because if you don't, you will be blocked.
Oh, so you care about that. You care about if people is in your business and knowing even more about you. Ain't that something?
And put in the Book of Negroes. Oh no. Oh no.
Let somebody talk about. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna stop pausing it. I'm gonna let y'all watch.
As you see on my social media, I've been blocking people who think my business is their business. And if I block you, you automatically in the Book of Negroes. So take a risk at your own peril.
When she requested to see him and requested just at least to talk to her. Just at least talk to her. Instead, he allegedly ignores her. But we saw the text receipts. So, but I'm saying allegedly, for protection. But it's just, you do this for what? And now you're like, yeah, let's put it all out there. Let's put it all out there in the forefront, in front of everybody. You know what? I'm going to disagree with Anton on this one. I think it should happen. I think people should see Dr. Umar exactly for who he is. Give him exactly what he wants. Let him put it out there. I would love to see that. I would love to hear the truth about Dr. Umar and what he really is like. Is he truly active in his children's life? Is he truly the man that he claims to be, for being all for the African woman and the African man, for the black man, for the kings and queens? Is he truly for it? Or is he bullshitting everybody for money? Because apparently there's a lot of Negroes out there like that who will sit here and pander and will tell you exactly what you want to hear, but don't actually live up to it. And they get money for it. He sound like one of them ones. Like I said, where that school at? I'm just throwing that out there.
And I'm going to bring white man paperwork. Oh, yes. I have all of my white man paperwork. So, baby Smurf, please get Mama Smurf, and Papa Smurf is going to pull up.
This got to be a troll.
And let's have the conversation.
This got to be planned. This got to be a troll, bro.
Okay. Let's have a conversation for the whole world. That's all we got to do. but later for that. If anybody needs to reach me while I'm in Sweden, you can still text me. I love the mud. As a child, I used to play.
Okay, he's about to get into some stupid crap. I'm not in the mood for it. All right, y'all. So you seen that? You heard that. All right, and listen, y'all. I'm all for, loving all my people, loving people just in general. You know what I mean? I don't always specifically want to just sit with the, talking about the Black community like this, but I have to, this whole thing I needed to talk about it because this is crazy. We have so many leaders out there, so many so-called leaders who will sit back and talk that talk, but never walk that walk. And you have Dr. Umar here, who's got loads of supporters, loads of Dr. Umar stands that will sit here and defend this. And it is absolutely crazy. But before I end this video, let's get into the comment section of this video, you guys. Let's see what they are saying in the comments, okay? First of all, you see how I subscribe to his channel? Oh, nice, right? Can y'all please do the same for me? And also like it, just like I'm liking his video, okay? And share it to your platforms, just like I'm sharing it on mine. All right, so first comment here, Black Queens forever, seeing your daughter never. Now this is on the Anton Daniels video, by the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and lock that down. The fact he's not embarrassed given his years of rhetoric is tragic. That's a good point. That's a good point. He's not embarrassed by anything that he had just said. I don't even think he really heard what he said. He's just talking because he thinks it's gonna garner some more support, or he's gonna garner him, people to believe his story. I don't think he realizes he messed up. Okay. Okay, let's keep that going. Music. Don't be judging me, y'all. All right, Dr. Umar deserves 1,000 lashes. I don't think anybody deserves to get hit, all right? Don't do violence, okay? No violence. Dr. Umar is a perfect example of the blind leading the blind. Over 397 likes for that one. The more time passes, the more I realize Dr. Umar is just another ninja. This is the ninja. Okay, if y'all can't see that, that is a ninja emoji. So y'all already know. Look at this. This dude said, my white man paperwork. Yeah, people is laughing in this comment section. Look at this. You stop the cap, Umar Johnson. Can't believe he's talking about his own child like this. Woo! Yeah, people is not letting him get away with this. Oh, we got a longer one here. Umar Johnson is the prime example of your classic Pookie. He has multiple kids by multiple different women, looking like 3 kids, 3 different women now, and has never been involved in any of their lives. And he's always running his mouth, but accomplishes and contributes absolutely nothing. Yet, he still gets a ton of support in our community. Black Americans, this is on us. I am gonna like that because I absolutely love what he just said. That is so very true. And again, we have many leaders in our community that are like this. They talk that talk, and they talk is so good. They talk is so good, y'all. They do not walk the walk, okay? And they spout this stuff and they say all this stuff because it's exactly what you want to hear, and you buy into it. And think about it, you guys. A lot of people have bought into this. Think about it. Dr. Umar is eating good and living well because of Black people, because he says the things that he thinks we want to hear. But the thing is, what we need to hear is the truth. And the truth of the matter is we got problems in our community. If you're gonna really stand for and be a leader for the Black community, if you truly want to make a difference in the Black community needs the truth, whether they like it or not. And the truth is we got problems with our families. We got problems with dads who are not in the home. We got problems with the mothers who are not allowing the men in the home. We got problems with the women who don't want to be in the home either. You got problems with that too. We have a huge issue, and it's causing a lot of problems with our youth. Look at our youth today. A lot of them have absolutely no respect for authority. They have no respect for their elders. They sit back, they shoot each other, kill each other. They're not active in their own children's lives. They're having children early in life, okay? And they're not taking care of them. they lack a lot of responsibility. There is a lot that is going on in the Black community that needs to be addressed and needs to be said and done and needs to be taken care of. And we need to come up with solutions. So in the comment section, you guys, I would love to hear your solutions. What is your solutions as to what we can do for the Black community? How can we fix this issue? Please let me know, you guys. So thank you for coming to my channel. I do appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely wonderful. And again, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you have anything that you want me to react to, put it in the comment section below. And I would definitely take a look into that. All right, you guys. Thank you. Peace. Blessings.